My astrology today is for July 11th, 2024. We have a more practical approach to what is needed today as the Virgo moon continues. With this astrology, keeping to a plan supports sanity in a world twisting around itself emotionally. This moon is moving towards an opposition and the tension is palpable. It is hard to manage our expectations and what we can actually accomplish when there seems to be endless distractions that want to interfere with progress, and it seems daunting. The tendency is to swing from one extreme thought to another. In doing that only makes one miserable. We are attempting to keep on track, but our focus is questionable at best. We feel challenged in ways that we are not used to, and that makes us uncertain as to how to proceed. Venus does enter Leo today, and then it will trine to Neptune. But Neptune is at the last degree of Cancer in the first degrees, 0 and 1 degree, and the last degrees, 28, 29 degrees. During such moments, planets love to give up their last precious messages to us if we are willing to listen. Who knows? You might get an insight that is going to be unique and very special. Venus wants to guide us towards more diplomatic approaches and considers more how we feel over what our mind wants. Neptune seeks to understand on a greater and higher plane of existence. It wants the spiritual answers to the complicated world in which we live. The key is always kindness and concern. The doorways are always compassion and choice. In our lives, we each make choices that lead us to patterns that we may like or dislike. Regardless, we will have to reap what we have sown. We cannot escape what is needed or necessary for our growth. Those things that we avoid can pile up later in life, making us feel overwhelmed with what needs to be handled. Today, notice what you avoid and then actively move towards dealing with those things now. What seems clear is that avoidance is a clear pathway towards diseases in old age that can really be not just problematic and scary, but very expensive as well. We are in a moment when we are being called to address old emotional concerns inside ourselves first. Notice if you want to be the rescuer, but that other person is not taking any responsibility for their life and choices. Notice if this person is someone you feel obligated to help because of some past connection or that they are family. Then know that you are not responsible for another's patterns, karma, choices, or actions, and step back or away. We try to see the best in people, but we do need to know their worst as well. We need to learn how to skirt their behavior and move them from one negative position to something that distracts them off their incessant patterns of perception towards something more positive. We are in the mood to be generous today. We want to express our love in a way that serves the greater good inside our own being and help to create a world that is generous and kind. To do that, we need to make us the priority and not others.